Over here, top left, more like top center, but controlling the upper left side of the map. Very impressive player.
InCa.
Over here, controlling the bottom right side of the map. Our player who kind of got crushed that last game. Maybe he can do better this time around. They call him none other than
Tankboy Prime.
Don't you laugh at me, Artosis. I never know when that voice is going to come on.
I know, man. It's
that is
actually,
based on the Korean stream.
It's so random. Like, I am good at pattern recognition, Tasteless, but it is just so random. I don't blame you. I just think it's funny you try so hard. I
try.
I love that I just get to sit here and wait for you to do that and get through that random timing, and then I pick up and start talking. It sounds like I am just so intelligent because I'm not the one having to work up to that. Thank you, Tasteless.
That was pretty bumpy when the season first started out, but
yeah.
Getting the hang of it now. And I love it when you put the depot here, because if noob friends watch, it's like, but the depot, it'll get in the way of the refinery, and then you're like, no, and you sink it. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
he's a pro.
That is quite cool. And the barracks being made as barracks too.
As barracks often do.
Yeah. You know, the early game, of course, always a pretty standard opening. We don't see a whole lot of proxying and all that. It's really cool. I love it so much that Blizzard started us all with 5 SCVs and 6 SCVs and or 6 probes or drones. Really gets this early game done a lot quicker, especially considering they only mine 5 now as opposed to 8 in the last game.
Yeah, things pick up right away. It's pretty nice.
It is, especially for the spectators and commentators.
And Gateway on the way over here. Pylon, Gateway, Pylon. Then Cybernetics Core.
Yeah. It's really good for making probes. And throwing up a second gas quite quickly. So it's going to give him a lot of options that he can do. He can either tech up quite a bit. He can go for several sentries and expand, or maybe even a full warp gate rush. Although that's not as advisable on this map. It's a little bit of a long way around as you see this probe going.
Yeah, it is better than it is on some maps, though, because the ramp is so big. If you don't see the Terran walling in, sometimes you can just get away with it. Especially because people aren't doing it as much as they were before, so you just catch them off guard.
The rotation of the metagame is quite important. Metagame, what people are doing.
You didn't get vision
counter
of it, by the way.
Very nice with those 2 Marines. And that's why you don't need a Macrax, because you can just make the barracks in your main.
Factory over here. He will float the factory into the Protoss's main.
And he is getting the second gas at the same time. So most likely we're going to see a Banshee rush, maybe with a Raven as well. I love that build on this map, Tasteless.
It's very strong.
It's Marine Banshee, and especially with that Raven. The Raven actually is what sells it to me. The Banshee Marine seems like kind of all-in-ish. The Banshee Raven Marine, funnily enough. In my mind, it's much less all-in-ish. Because you get that Raven, which is great.
Well, a Raven equals stability.
Yeah.
And safety, basically. The factory is about to complete, so we'll see that fly soon enough. Double barracks here. Marines out of this one. Probably Marauders out of this one over here.
Yeah. Ooh, this is actually a really strong one that we're going to see. The Marine Marauder one, this is like what Pult Prime did.
Yes.
If anyone recalls from Season 1, Pult Prime surprised a lot of people. He did on this map, and he actually being in Prime, wow. That's Stargate going up. But on this map, he did Marine Marauder Banshee, and it was just such a strong timing attack. Just rolled his opponent over. But a Stargate being made, and that factory, it wants to find that Stargate so badly.
He needs to confirm there's a Stargate. And then,
Let's take a look. Does not see it. He wants to get out of there before losing it, though. Does not see it. Might be thinking there's an expansion going on or something.
He's in the dark right now.
First Void Ray is almost out as well. And
this could be bad.
We see just one starport, so I think we're going to see probably a Raven.
He may land this over here. Sometimes it's a good place to spot it.
Also,
but instead he doesn't.
Stim is being researched, by the way.
BTW, a second starport.
There we go, cool. So yeah, I think we'll definitely, the Raven is being made, yep. And with that later starport, that is how you time that out. And gonna kill this factory off. Very nice, getting charged up as well.
Oh, he's letting go of it, actually. You should just focus fire it. Look at him wiggling away.
He's like,
No, you didn't. He just walks out of there. He needs to stop letting go of the Banshee because now you see it's going to get to level 2 here. Nope, does not.
Wiggling away again. I don't know why he's spending that APM to wiggle it away.
I know. Well, second starport. Tankboy Prime is not investing into the late game. He wants to end this quickly and decisively. So really, it's just going to be up to the Protoss to defend. Now, the Raven will have point defense drone. That is pretty scary. What you can do is try to force the Raven to drop point defense drone too far away from the opposing player's base, like around here, and then you just retreat back.
Yeah, and I gotta say, what we're seeing here from Tankboy, I really feel like it's going to win. If we take a look in the Protoss main, he's taken his expansion, he's gotten the robotics, he's making mostly stalkers and some sentries, and none of that's really going to help him against a point defense drone rush with Banshees mixed in. But I mean, obviously he needs to get the observer to see the cloaked Banshees, but still, it's feeling like a kind of a scary situation for InCa with that expansion.
I also, by the way, he's been supply capped temporarily here. Now he's off of it. It is important to note, though, that actually hold that thought because the SCV is going to get in here and see that these bunkers were a big mistake. Poorly invested bunkers. I don't know. I mean, you're saying that Tankboy Prime might win with this rush. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, you know, time will tell when he attacks, but with only 2 warp gates, he doesn't have a whole lot of units. But if he loses these Banshees, things will be different, and it is looking like he's going to lose them. Doesn't realize there's an observer. What is he doing? Flying right in there with his cloaked Banshees, losing one, a lot of damage to the other, and now InCa has to be feeling a lot more confident with these build orders. I mean, he didn't have a lot of units, but getting a free Banshee kill is worth a lot, especially when you waste that much energy of the second Banshee.
Void Ray checking to see if there's anything hidden over here. Any kind of drop. See, now, this is a mistake by Tankboy, excuse me.
Letting me
just
scout.
Yeah, just get down here, check to see there's no probe here. InCa has to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, after that, that is where confidence is built. And this is like the funniest thing, Tasteless. Look at that. The Flying Chandeliers have found their... this Flying Chandeliers only club. No Zealots allowed.
Pretty smart to hide these, though. If Terrence scans, you won't see how many Void Rays there are. Immortals coming out. We're kind of just waiting for Tankboy to do something.
Dude, he's getting so many Void Rays. It's actually scary. He's got 4 Void Rays right now. It's wild. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He has 5.
Yeah, there's
I don't even know where the 5th is. Yeah. He's got Void Rays all over the place, man.
Oh, one up here, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually just going to roll right through, I believe.
Well,
this is actually...
Tankboy's going to expand. This is so late. Look at the supply difference here.
You know, he prepares this rush build. He gets all the components of the rush build and then just expands.
When he's going to sell these bunkers?
Yeah,
This is like completely unnecessary.
Yeah, at this point, they're kind of silly. He should be putting that money into making more barracks. I'm really confused by Tankboy's play overall. And as you see, his supply is getting just crushed right now. There's really been one engagement.
No kidding.
Which was a Banshee suiciding for like 3 probes. 123 against 88 supply. And here comes some more Banshees. For some reason, they feel like they can do damage. You can't, Banshees. And here he goes again. He's like, whatever, I'll just die. It's fine. He does run away this time. Again, doing really no damage. A lot of Vikings being made.
Still with these bunkers here.
Yeah.
This is just opportunities lost. He finally gets rid of them.
And at this point, we have 58 probes against 39 SCVs, and then 8 Void Rays. That is so sick. It's very rarely that you see this many Void Rays, but I'm sure any Protoss with this many Void Rays has to feel very confident against anyone or anything.
InCa is going to go ahead and let him get in here even faster.
Yeah. He's like, no, bring it.
No, that's fine. You could just come on through. And here come a disgusting amount of Void Rays. He scans.
Like, all right, I'll throw out
he
my
sees him.
drone.
Here we go.
And nice force fields right there, but those Void Rays doing the sickest damage. Look at that, just destroying through everything. This may have been one of the easier wins of InCa's tournament run. I mean,
of his entire career.
Yeah, pretty sick easy right there. Tankboy really messing up a lot of times. Meant to be a quicker rush, decided not to go despite having that Raven out. And that's going to be it, man. There's no reason for Tankboy to even pretend there's any chance against that many.
No, he is done.
I have seen pro gamers stay when they shouldn't stay, but this is like on top of the list with that many Void Rays in your base.
Yeah, you can't recover. The Void Rays are just too strong. And there you go, GG.
InCa just dances his way to victory.
He sea-walks his way.
Sea-walks?
Sea-walks.
Walks on the bottom of the sea or at the top of the sea?
He does that gangsta walk. InCa just completely smashed Tankboy Prime.
Yeah.
Tankboy Prime looked almost amateur compared to InCa's play style there. I was much more thrilled with game number 1. To be totally blunt.
Yeah, no, it was a much more entertaining game, but really in both of them, he destroyed Tankboy in ways that are not suitable for children under 13 years old.
That was an R-rated game.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We didn't know if there were kids watching. It's pretty brutal. So we hope you guys ask some awesome questions for InCa because I think there's a lot you can learn from this kind of Protoss player.
Yeah.
He's way above other Protoss players.
Yeah, he's one of the better ones. There's no doubt about that. We just saw the manhandling he gave poor Tankboy. Tankboy outclassed in every way.
Yeah.
I'm in shock because he had a decent timing there, against 1 to 2 Void Rays. Only 2 Warp Gates.
Harassed with 2 Banshees.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to make much sense.
He got Stim, Marines, Marauders, a Raven for point defense drone, and then Banshees. Now his opponent expanded, already had Stargate tech, only 2 Warp Gates, and went up to Observer, which obviously he's going to need the Observer, but that's your timing. That's when you attack.
What's funny is, he wasn't sure if his opponent had another base, so he made 2 bunkers himself. It's no, you don't need 2 bunkers because you are making 2 starports and 2 barracks, so you should have more units.
Yeah.
Or at least it should be an even match. So it was weird.
Yeah, it was sloppy there by Tankboy. Oh well, hopefully he learns from his mistakes and comes back stronger.
Yeah. Hopefully. We're going to be closing this out in a minute here, guys.
Yeah.
So get ready for an awesome interview with Artosis. And of course,
we'll
John
throw
is back.
InCa in there as well.
Yeah, we'll do an interview with InCa. We'll see if he has time for it.
Yeah.
John is back to do the translations.
Yeah. Everyone give John some love.
He enjoyed seeing you guys at BlizzCon. He got many autographs and photos. We'll be right back.
I don't care.